Welcome to episode 51 of our Football Manager Hobo To Hero playthrough thing, episode I don't know what it is. Journey, I guess. It's a journey. It's always a journey. So, this is Saturday evening, 3rd of February. And it's still 3 matches plus an additional random friendly against Sarawak, our siblings club. And the next match, and also the target for today, is to play Selangor FC, who are second in the league. So that'll be something. There was also, I would argue, healthy discussion on the Discord server recently, because I posted injury statistics. And let's just say we have a slight discrepancy in, I guess, perspectives on the overall situation. Let me just show you. So, I don't care about this. This is due to the fact that we played a match recently. No worries. Also, there's very little fatigue. So, yeah. They do not play too many matches. That doesn't seem to be the case. There are a few players that are highly susceptible to injury, so maybe we should have a look at that at one point. There is, though, if we look at injury history, and this is what I posted on the Discord, in comparison to last season, 2024, as you can see, there was one player. I can hardly remember his name, actually. He was with us. A marathon, a youth player. That's not true. Anyway, these all are our players. So, I don't know. Maybe I found a bug or something. Anyway, we have a ton of injuries throughout the season. And as you can see, there's some major ones in here too. Ideally, I would prefer to get rid of the major and the moderate ones. And we can also see this in the plot. And there's a ton down here too. I do not care much about this, to be honest. That hardly matters. But this stuff's important. Looking at this, there's people in here like Shane Thomas Baru. His susceptibility to injury is considered to be above average, but given his sprained knee ligaments twice within this season, well, one of them was at the start of the season. So I'm told that at the start of the season injuries are normal, but I still think this is too much. I don't like it. Sure. That can happen. Statistical fragment, right? Well, Summary is in here too, with 2 major injuries. 25-year-old susceptibility to injury is above average, and he broke a collarbone and twisted an ankle. Okay, that can happen. My biggest concern here is, looking at this, like half of them were injured in training. At least half of them. And we can see the moderate ones. There's even more that happened in training. So, let me pull the Discord server here, and the opinions. So one opinion is I can hardly train them less. I'm not sure if I agree. I guess that's a thing. But on the other hand, it feels like some of these training injuries happened right after the match. So, in a weird way, I feel like this should be even lower. Well, or the quality of the stuff needs to be higher. It's either, right? So, looking for example at Norman Ankun, it says he should train with half intensity. Why is that? Well, he just returned from injury. So we could obviously set that manually, but it's a pain in the ass to deal with on a repeated basis. That said, he was injured in between here. I don't know. He's looking at this history. This is not exactly inspiring confidence in me. So quality of player, give or take. He never really made it to the pitch. He played 19 matches, 1 goal, 3 assists, 6.82. That's, for a player of his quality, that's not that impressive, is it? And I think, well, I feel like this might be due to injuries too. There's also the problem that we will probably encounter additional players in the future that might be prone to injury just because we cannot afford anyone else. And also, well, if we keep this on for a repeated basis, they will hurt themselves every single time. There's a cycle there. At least it feels that way. They do not really gain the sharpness needed. So, given that they are not sharp, they sit on the bench, come in for 30 minutes, and hurt themselves again. If I play them from the start, they hurt themselves, and then they are out of the match again. And, you know, low sharpness. Even if they finally run off the injury at some point. So what do we do about it? Well, I'm not sure yet, but is it in here? No, it's not. I was looking for an overview of players' injury proneness. Maybe that's something that we can provide in here. Injury. I don't care about this. This. Looking at this, it feels like we have a lot of players that are very prone to injury. Just the susceptibility to injury is fairly high here. So that would imply lower levels of training, at least on these players. Because, well, we fear that they might get hurt. So I'll take off the additional focus on every one of those. If they have any. Just to decrease workload a little bit, hopefully that helps. To be honest, Jeffrey, for example, he got lucky. Well, you might argue he didn't get that lucky, but I think he got lucky from the perspective of nothing was really severe in here. The free didn't hurt himself just yet. And this is our goalkeeper. Well, pains me to say this, but we will take that off too. I do like his development though. It doesn't really show in the aggregate, but this is good. We barely played him. Fairly professional certainly shows here, or that's my interpretation. And for everyone with above average susceptibility to injury, I'm not sure if I want to take off the special training. Also, we could, this came up, I think Jaron mentioned it, or it came up in a discussion. We might want to include some additional physical training, so I just want to go through this stuff. So rest is obviously, yeah, bad for team cohesion, really bad for sharpness. So I'd rather avoid the rest sessions. Recovery, we have a ton of these. Also reduces sharpness slightly, so that might be a problem. On the other hand, it greatly reduces the risk of injury, so a day like this might be appropriate after the match. I might want to look into the schedules at the start of next season. Quickness, well, that doesn't really impact proneness to injury, but the endurance stuff does. In a weird way, because it increases natural fitness, stamina as well as work rate, so less loss of condition in the match due to higher stamina, and higher natural fitness should, in theory, imply lower amounts and severity of injuries, even if it's by a small margin. The problem is work rate counteracts that, because, they work harder, which is a positive overall, but not from the perspective of injuries. So, what do I do here? Well, nothing. Not for the rest of the season. But at the start of next season, or maybe in between here, we have a ton of time there. Maybe we want to focus on, well, just receiving less injuries and decreasing intensity in training, actually, but maybe increasing the amount of match practice, for example. This increases sharpness, so it might be a good idea to do a day like, I don't know, like this. Obviously, I will revamp that later, but something like this. So this does increase happiness, this has normal impact on sharpness, It greatly reduces risk of injury. So, yeah, that should be a positive. But no negative impact on sharpness due to the match practice session. Obviously, I will not do that right after a match. So, yeah, don't know yet. We'll see where all of this goes. So, this is reasonable though. What did I modify? Might have clicked cancel. Anyway. So for today we will have the friendly against Sarawak and we will play the match against Selangor. At least that's what I'm planning right now. There's also a bunch of players that approach retirement, which is Aris. He's a player manager and we do not really need him as a manager. He's also a backup goalkeeper that never got used this season. And we know about Asamuddin and I think it's fine. He'll retire and that's okay. So he had his best days and now, I don't know. Now he wants to be a scout. In fact, I would employ him as a scout right now if he worked for free. Does he? No, he does not. Sadly. We pay you €7, man. Okay. Well, in that case, we don't. Well, actually, we could save some money if we didn't need him, but we do. Because Ebak Chastel is out for 3 to 4 weeks, it says. With a pulled back muscle. It said 2 weeks last time I checked, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Cool. Well, let's throw all of these out. So there's a 7-point gap right now to Penang. When do they play? We might be non-relegated on the couch. They play in 3 days. This is correct, yes, in 3 days. Against Kuala Lumpur at home. So good luck, Kuala Lumpur. If they lose this, we're golden. Their worst performing defensive player is a guy named Zakaria, actually. No. He doesn't like to jump, as it seems. Alright. And the worst performing defending team apparently is Kedah. They are 8 though. So, shall we watch this? It barely matters for anything other than sharpness. Well... Oh, I also figured out, so I will just show you. The performance overall is fine. The match performance apparently against Kuching is also highly appreciated, and this menu was broken. So I'll click this now. The game crashes. This is, you know, the effect when you show stuff that should work to your followers. But I clicked this recently and it worked. Here we go! No longer a problem here. And apparently, the majority of our signings have been appreciated, at least. But the board as well as the supporters seem to be okay with most of the signings. Good stuff. I actually never had a look at the tactics. Okay. Apparently they like the good passing. I never had a look at this. Yeah, well, me too. Thank you very much for informing me about Mod Jalil here. Supporters are generally satisfied, but they expected more. As do I. Okay. Ankun is the only team leader right now. And this is the report of Sarawak. I do not really care. I don't think I will watch this. So we'll take that off and give it to whoever. Gopal Mohan, apparently, because we cannot afford an assistant manager. Which reminds me, next season might be even worse. Hi, Mies. Welcome back to the stream. Next season might be even worse because we cannot afford anything. And if there's no pile of cash laying around somewhere all of a sudden, which might just happen. You gotta be kidding me. Kuala Lumpur need to play Kelantan in 3 days after Hammer's out due to a yellow card incident. So with Baru injured and Hammer out due to too many yellow cards, we are down to the under 21 player. I don't know yet. I think they promised 4K or something, 3K per week. So minor increase maybe. But well, to be honest, it's not about the wage budget. Because this wage budget is for the playing staff. Yeah, well, it is. Yes, it was 4.5, 1 league below, and we were. I think we started at 2.5K up here. So we're basically, given that the minimum wage is 70 euros a week, if I'm not mistaken, we're basically forced to sign a bunch of players for 70 euros. We cannot afford anything else. So this material here, this is what we're going for. This is all we can afford. Well, or we play the under 19s, you know. There might be an increase in wage budget, I don't know yet. There might be some additional prize money, or I don't know. Maybe they find some money from money laundering or something. What do I know? Kuala Lumpur win. Good for their morale. Hopefully they win the next match too. Well, that's obviously yes. But there's not much of a discrepancy to our current approach, right? And the problem with lone players is they never are in perfect morale. At least in my experience, they do not care much about the club. In fact, some of them... Where is it? I think, I'm not sure if it was Nizam or somebody else, Fakrullah maybe. There were a few players in here that barely made it to average morale. So it was always okay max. I can't remember. But one of these was really bad. So that. Also, they do not generate resale value. But, well, now you can argue, Azamuddin does not do that either. True. Bad move on my part. But there's other players in here. Obviously, it's Zakaria, but also some of the others that we own. They probably generate resale value from playing. If they are not hurt all the time. So, if we find a cheap player that does reasonably well and can be sold 2 years later, well. Also, next year I will not offer contracts to every random youngster. You have to remind me of this. We shall not do it next year. Silverai twisted his ankle. Cool. I do not care about this. What I do care about, though, is the sharpness overall of our squad. So we'll play everyone that is not sharp. Well, we have a bunch of lone players with ending contracts, but looking at the scouting here, there's... How shall I put this? So I don't know about him, but I had a look at him earlier, off stream. So this guy is the player material that we can afford, apparently, because the estimated wage is really low. So that's something that we could do. You seem to forget. Our scout is one person, and we do not have a scouting budget. Scouting budget is 76 euros. Negative. There's no money. I can set up a focus, but I don't know what they will do. Might as well ask the director of football immediately. And I think that's the way I will go. Yeah. But if they play for another team, the other team will pay them more than they would get at our place in general. Also, these players will come up here anyway. Him, for example, he earns 130, and well, this I will not do. It's not a horrible goalkeeper, but he's not much better than what we have. I'll take a pass here. Also, resale value is probably low, the age of 24. Him, on the other hand, that might be okay-ish, but his tackling is really bad. We could afford him, though. So I don't know yet. I guess I'll keep him on the short list and we'll move on. I'm not convinced, though. I think in general, if the player has a really good personality, then I would probably sign them. Well, for 70 euros a week, and everything else is no bargain, so I can't afford that. That's wrong. This is what we're going for, same here. And I do not care much about this. What I can do here is, well, we can place a free anyway. Nizam? Nizam is more important than Amran, I guess. Mazarin definitely needs some time on the pitch. Yeah, this would work. I guess Ankun. That should be Rusty. Basically the second team. So Azamudin will need to play next match. We need to play him here too. RC definitely needs some time on the pitch. He just returned from injury, didn't he? It's a friendly. He'll be fine. Maybe. Or we play Christopher. And Harsey comes on from the bench. Well, Hammer will be out next time. Bahru's hurt. Might as well play Harsey here. Why not? Let's play him as an inverted winger. I'm stupid. So in general, this is a winger. A winger on attack. Not in Harsey's case though. We'll do inverted winger on attack here, and that's it. Sure. Does he know how to play there? Not at all. Fantastic. Shadow Striker, well, there's the Nazarudin option, or we take the ones from the under 21s with us. That's too much. So, Ahmad will have some playing time here. Same as Da Costa Lima will come along on the bench. He'll probably need to play next match. I want this guy. Valdu. Oh, you're Valdu. Yeah, I recall. Give me a second. That's wrong. Do you have the full name at hand? Because I can't remember. Wow. Valdumar. Augusto. Doesn't seem to be in the database. That or I'm not capable of typing it. See. Maybe. Where did you get him? Anyway. He was, yeah, okay. So maybe he retired. Sorry, man. That might have happened. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, in that case, I suspect he retired. I don't know. That's a youth intake. So I think the only one worth mentioning here is Malik. We train him as a DLP right now. And he is somewhat susceptible to injury, so I wouldn't put my hopes up just yet. Also, a few trials finished. Loan summary. Yilma plays well, apparently. He plays? He plays for Alta here, which no league loaded, with no league loaded, but apparently that works. And, well, to be honest, I think we can keep him next season. There's a new suggestion by an intermediary, and I cannot afford this wage, so I will not even look at the players. It doesn't matter. I can't afford this. I would be able to afford a loan, though. Fairly susceptible to injury. Let's keep him on the short list, because why not? I don't want to get into this. That happens, man. That happens. So, obviously, I recommended a good game to you. By the way, in case you're interested, or in case you're not, why do I have a team selection menu here? This is important. We can scout this. I forgot to... I forgot to press save again. Here you go. No team selection required. If you lose the whole squad in XCOM for a few times... Yeah, so first of all, we won by 3 goals and nobody hurt themselves. This is perfect. And now I can show the league table again. And as you can see... Oh, they moved out. You gotta be kidding me. They won. Well, it hardly matters. Does it? So... We need 1 point. In 3 matches. And, one of these points will be gained against Perak. So... Still, we need 1 point, right? That or a better goal difference, that will not happen anytime soon. So we need 1 point. It's 2 matches to go. We'll get that. I'm not sure if we will get it today. And Perak's playing... PDRM and Kuala Lumpur. So this might go down to the last day, actually. We lost our match against Perak. We will play Penang. But we have 3 matches to go. Selangor, Penang, and Kelantan United. So I suspect we might get 1 point somewhere. They do, yes. They do. They need to win. So that's why I the go live notification says we can't spoil their party. I stand by that. This would be really great. I would love it. Yeah, yeah. Or against anyone actually. If we get a draw against some of the others, it's fine too. It would be entirely appropriate. Alright, we'll skip forward a little bit and I will need to include one of these weird 30-second breaks. Hear Alright, let's talk XCOM squad wipe. If you manage to wipe your squad in XCOM for repeatedly, You will not have the progression on the squad members that is required to cope with whatever the game throws at you. So there's some sort of curve. You can lose a squad member here and there, but if you lose the whole squad for 5 or 6 times, you're pretty much fucked. That said, it can make for a fun save, but yeah, it will not go well from there. So as a result, like if you wiped your squad 5 times, just start over. The game will not be forgiving. It's not how it works. And that's true for XCOM 1 as well as XCOM 2. Alright, Safri apparently trains well, but he'll be sold. Well, try to make a learning experience out of it, if you will. I see. But they shouldn't be in the thick of it anyway. There's also, like, there's a degree of metagaming, obviously, to it. Because you need to pull the different squads. Well, the different opponent, how do I call them? The clusters of opponents. You need to pull them separately. Yeah, and defeat them. Okay, that stuff just happens. Yeah, that stuff just happens. That's bad luck. This guy, by the way, is recommended as a signing. I'm not entirely sure yet, but he's not bad. For a 16-year-old, this is fine. Balanced personality, media-friendly, I mean, could be better, could be worse. If... maybe we can loan him out at some point. And with him, I'm not so sure. Like, it says he's a playmaker-ish type, I'm okay with that, but... Pickle. Let's just move on. Alright, this is what's important today. So, if I continue at this pace, we might do an additional game. I'm not sure yet. Well, the thing is that's randomness. So, you might want to increase the amount of squad members you can take along for a mission. Just to include additional recruits and get the opportunity to have a squad member that becomes a supporter. Hmm. But then you will have you will probably have a few squad members that are fine, even if you wiped your whole squad. Okay, they are one of the best teams in the division. I know. This guy's also a beast. No way around it. Yeah, snipers are the ones to survive usually. Sure. You tend to appreciate. I always confuse XCOM 1 and 2, but you tend to appreciate assault at some point too. Run and gun is one of the best skills in the entire game. It's so fantastic. As long as, you know, the shotgun is enough to pull off a kill. And then hopefully not end up in a bunch of enemies. So what do we have here? This is way superior to us, isn't it? Explosions destroy loot. Be careful with that. There's this natural appreciation for explosions because it's easy to resolve missions with that. But on the other hand, it makes the game harder long term because you miss the components. So yeah, kind of a two-sided thing. I like the boom. There you go. I can see why. Okay, so this is Zachariah's spot. It says heavy match load and he doesn't know how to play here. What the hell? He's one that never got injured so far. Nope. Yeah, definitely not family friendly, but XCOM is great, despite its age. It was a great game when it came out, and it's still fine. Do you play XCOM 1 right now, or XCOM 2? One. Alright. You're in for a long trip, man. It's a fantastic series. So, obviously Nasarudin, and given that there's nobody else around, I guess Azamuddin too. This is an easy one. There's... I guess I could play Harsey. But... this is an easy one because we only have one player that can play there. In the under-21s. Where the hell is he? Da Costa Lima. Welcome to your debut, sir. Christopher Otsumri. I do not have an opinion on that, so we'll play anyone. That's fine. What's Otsumri doing in training? 8.35, that's even better. I guess it's summary time. This? Mazarin's not... How long do we have? 3 days. He'll be fine. Did he play last time? Certainly trains well. He didn't play against Cushing. Not yet. Rosdi did. I can't really comment on that, man. I know that achievements are a thing on Steam, but if I can, I buy on GOG. So it's basically Football Manager's achievements, and then I have no idea about Steam achievements. And if Football Manager would be available on GOG, I would definitely abandon Steam. It's just I don't like software that I don't want on my computer, and Steam is not one of those that I want. It doesn't serve a purpose other than selling stuff to me. So that's not something I want on my hard drive. Alright, Mod Jalil on the bench. We'll stick to Chin Siu Sum as long as he's not hurt and as long as his performances are okay. And well, he played against Sarawak, and it seems like he had 2 saves and another good game. I really appreciate this. Hopefully, if he can keep this going, he'll be a good goalkeeper in no time. I doubt it, but it is a thing. Alright, Carrier. Who's right back? He's out on loan. Safridi not. Rosti's left back. Fajrul Hishab apparently will be on the bench. Then McManamy is a no-brainer, same as Rusty. And then we have 3 spots left. So Elbuk Chastel third. RC is entirely out of shape. He's also just returned from long-term injury, so I'm not sure if we want to bring him. Christopher, on the other hand, yeah, we can do that. Not a fantastic choice, but whatever. That's also a role that will probably not be played anytime soon, but okay. And, well, that's it. We still have Ahmad, so I guess Harsey can come with us anyway. There's nobody in here other than Safri and Amran that could come along. And I will not pull somebody from the under-19s again. To the disappointment of Cheryl Nullet if he's around. He isn't, so he will watch this later maybe. Sorry, Cheryl Nullet, nobody from the under-19s just yet. We will try to win this. I doubt that we will be successful, but we'll try to win this. With patient, build-up game, passing, yeah, so on and so forth. Maybe Selangor are, I don't know, maybe you catch them at a bad day, or they start off like Frankfurt today against Stuttgart. That would be nice. With 2 goals conceded and a red card within the first 20 minutes. That's the way to lose a game. Oh, McManamy doesn't speak Malay yet. It's basic. He'll be fine. Carlos da Costa Lima is the same. They'll both be fine, don't worry. I kinda want to press this button just to find out what it costs. But then again, I don't want to find out. I think it was in the 5 figures, so we can definitely not afford that. Okay. And yeah, we knew about him. So, I like this overall. Let's wait. If he makes it to 1 star, maybe we will promote him to the senior squad at some point. This is the perfect opportunity. Right, so, looking at Selangor's recent form, an argument can be made that it's not that much better than ours. It's only a 3-point difference, right? If we want to see it that way. Also, our momentum is much better. Well, forget about that. So, they are very stable. We should give them that. And looking at this, they played Terengganu twice in here. So, I don't know what that is. That's a non-league team, apparently. And they had a draw. What's this? Oh! Never mind, they played the Asian Champions League, didn't they? Oh, it's the cup. AFC Cup. Yeah. So, this is, the fact that they had a draw there is probably not that meaningful to our league performances and the expectation going forward. Shall we talk about relegation with them? Ooh, a Ukrainian center back. Ooh, 19 years old. And with no interest of signing for us, probably. Let's offer a trial. Be available for free? Obviously not. So about the team meeting. Do you guys agree with that? Shall we do it like this? Opponent is much stronger, we are not favorites. Well, what else would I say, right? Well, we'll go with that. Put in a solid performance and we should be just fine. That's great. Do it like this, yes. Fantastic. Give it your all. And whilst you give it your all, please rise against the oppression of Selangor FC. I don't know, I can probably slap in an additional music reference there, but nobody will know what I talk about anyway. They don't want to. Oh, he leaves on a free transfer. Well, in that case, we will definitely add him to the shortlist. Maybe he has jumping reach 1 to 5. What kind of central defender is this? We might use him as a ball-win midfielder instead. But we have one. And well, we don't know about the personality, so... Yeah, exactly. I think so too. Right back. Well, depending on the crossing and all, right? He's very fast though, so I agree with that. Also, you know... White defenders obviously need no jumping reach whatsoever. There's no problem with white defenders not being able to jump on the post. Penang. Play Similan in a Challenge Cup. Okay, I don't care. Carrier 9.25? Unfit due to recent injury. Go away. Let's take that out. Yeah. That's appropriate, Carrier. Australia needs my help. Somebody play in XCOM. I should do that on stream at some point too. But you would be very disappointed. I tend to fail at this game. A lot. That's actually great, isn't it? Oh, we still train him as a central midfielder though. That will not happen. I can certainly... I appreciate the sentiment. Yeah, we'll do stamina training here. That's much more needed, I think. He needs the work rate, he needs the stamina, he needs the everything. Medical report is fine, we can do that with him. Da Costa Lima's training is okay, it's not like we have a choice. Aslan, okay. Well, good job, sir. Thank you very much for being a good guy. And we will have a look into the individual training of the whole squad here. Rosti trains well, alright. Well done. Another Rudin does. So obviously I will click through all of this again. Probably also talk to the players about the last matches and maybe the form. We want them to put in a top-notch performance here. So once we get that point, I don't care about it anymore. The lone players will be... I will not play them if I don't have to. Once the points don't matter anymore. I will not comment on the football reference. I'm not sure if Bino Giddens does that all the time. Well, or it might be a tactical instruction. So it might be entirely within the realm of whatever Terzic thinks is an appropriate tactic. Yeah, we don't care about it. Amran? What? Still under contract, and he will be for an additional year. I'm really, really confused. You know, maybe I was wrong about this guy. Sure, he's in physical decline. But we should probably give him some playing time at some point. You do? Well... Penang lost. This is fantastic, I like it. Hopefully that will serve them with really bad morale. Expectations for the upcoming match is we will lose by a decent margin, and also we will probably lose. So please don't worry too much, and probably play very defensively, because otherwise you will lose. Yeah, I got it, okay, we will lose. It's everybody's really confident at the club right now. It's not too bad. For some reason we get offered everyone that plays for Ruben 2 Kazan. Whatever that is. Ruben 2 Kazan. Is this the second club of a club named Ruben Kazan or something? A professional club with no league loaded. Affiliated clubs Ruben in the Premier Liga. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's a B team. Cool. Also, Ahmad will be on international duty right after we play this match. Your vision increased. What the hell's going on here? Can we... Of course, now it shows some random stuff. And it just show me nothing. Great. By the way, I clicked in here, I pressed Control A, and it highlights the mental department. I have no idea how to deal with this. Fine. Thank you very much, Football Manager, for being that really intuitive. Okay, so, yeah, we will play them. That's what's going on. And given the results recently, we need 1 point. So we'll try to get that. Obviously, everybody wants us to play very defensive football and, you know, all that stuff. So we will ignore that, because we had success with another tactic recently. And this is it says custom clean slate, but really, this is our positive formation. And we'll be fine. I'm sure. Also, Da Costa Lima will get some match experience. That's good. Position instructions. So, let's have a look. Oh, he got hurt? Back in training after injury. Well, that's a pity, isn't it? He does know how to dribble and he's somewhat brave. Shall we kick him off again? What kind of injury was it? A twisted ankle. Well, you know, at the age of 32, you're old enough to spend the rest of your days in a retirement home or something. So, let's kick him off the pitch again. He runs with the ball often. I don't know what to do here. Yuzlan. That said, we will probably just concede a lot of free kicks. I will not do that. Let's focus on one specific thing. That's not the one. So, it does not seem like they like to jump in general. He does, but he's right-footed only, so we can definitely exploit that. Good passer, sadly. Off the ball movement's bad. We know jack shit about this guy, but it doesn't matter. So we will try to mark him out of the game, I think. Marking tightly? Nah. You know, the physicals are good. But the off the ball movement's bad, so we will try it. We will try to mark him tightly, mark him out of the game. This one, not that impressive, so I will ignore him. Which might be a bad idea. He has bad passing, but it's not that bad. Similarly here. Both of them don't know how to jump. That's a 4. This is a 7. If only Elbow Chastel would be available. He isn't, though. It's if only Elbow Chastel was available, if I'm not mistaken. English is hard. Yeah. Ignore all of it. We'll be fine. You'll see. Wait. This all is good. Trapping inside or outside? Where do we trap them? So, he's a good jumper. And he's definitely one that will be able to do something with the ball once he receives them under any circumstance. So we should avoid crosses. I think that's reasonable. Yuzaan's a good passer, has good off-the-ball movement. There's no way we can shut him down. At least doesn't feel that way. So, given that we try to... I don't think we will focus on anything in particular. We'll take that off. Don't trap them anywhere in particular. The assault is good. We do play out of defense. The rest of it is fine, I think. And Mazran does overlap, so that's okay. We'll play him until he's not able to provide anymore, and then we will bring on Rosdi. Yes, I know, some of them are lacking sharpness. Don't be that way, Ankun. Just because he's physically stronger. Don't be that way. Okay, so this is definitely one for revenge. Da Costa Lima's nervous, so we'll tell him to enjoy his debut. He seems to be it's not his debut. Apparently he played recently. About the rest, cautious encouragement maybe, nobody seems to be nervous. There's a few nervous ones on the bench. But these guys here seem to be excited. So we will play by that. There you go. Alright. Ad break, match. This might have been one of the fastest occasions that I got to the real match of the episode since I don't know when. And pretty fast. So, let's see if we can get a result. Hopefully Ankun can have a decent performance this time out. He came back from injury recently, so we're hoping for some positivity, I guess. But we will need to get him off the pitch. I think at minute 45 or something. So basically at halftime. Also, the entire stuff of float crosses is probably a bad idea. It says mixed crosses here. So let's have a look at Azamuddin again. He places a deep lying forward. I know it's 14 seconds into the match. He can't jump and he's fucking slow. So, don't know how to deal with this. We'll stay with mixed crosses, I guess. Samri doesn't think he needs to defend. Well intercepted, Martin. That's bad. Possession so far says we have 81%. Oh, it's 1 minute. Okay. Hard to interpret this. Other than 1% of the match was fine. And then this happens. Davies cross, this guy's dangerous. And the striker heads it over the goal. So we got lucky. For now. Nihon. Faisal, it's not offside. Well intercepted. At least the first attempt. And we face another shot. Also possession's entirely on their side now. But 6 minutes into the match. Still hard to interpret. Nazarudin. Good pass to Da Costa Lima, and that's it. That was a bad touch. Nihon, Yuzlan. Yeah, it should be easy to intercept. Ooh, free kick. Goalkeeper. Fists the ball away. Nazarudin and Ankun exchange passes. Ankun. And it goes back to Nizam. Bakrula. I thought that would be the end of it, but apparently it isn't. Zakaria and Jeffrey. Mazrin. And that's the end of it. So now I can encourage the whole team. We didn't concede yet, this is a positive. You just need to make it through an additional 70 minutes. Or... That hit the frame, didn't it? Da Costa Lima. Ahmad Nizam. Whoa, Mazarin. That wasn't good. Ouch. There seems to be some exhaustion in their squad though, if I interpret this correctly. Some of them seem to be tired already from whatever match they played prior to this. Don't lose the ball like this, Mazarin. That's really stupid. Don't do that. Well, Rosley. They seem to draw us really far into their area. Nyholm. Faisal. He's not closed down. Despite there being a specific instruction to close down, you know, those that can cross the ball. And of course this ends up as a long shot. And of course we concede a goal. Cool. Yeah. Well, not cool. That's bad. So... now we need to score if we want to be non-relegated today. And obviously we'll try that. Also, we can probably blame that on the goalkeeper, at least to a degree. It was a powerful effort though. And we barely generate any chances. They do, though. So, what do I do to cope with this? Is it called barrage or barrage? Probably, I don't know. The French word is barrage. Of chances.
Hey, yet another member for the fan club.
Are you quite sure it's not a self-help group?
Thanks for that one. Of course. Yeah, of course. So, we can see the second one. Now what do we do? Well, we do not have the possession. We lose possession too much. So we'll go higher tempo, I think, to create some chances here too. We might lose even more possession though. Yeah, nothing gets stuck in at this point. An even higher defensive line. Hopefully we can keep him away a little bit from goal, but yeah. I do not see this being a success anytime soon. For now, at least. We do have some positives, though. Nyholm as well as Halim are tired already, and we are 34 minutes into the match. Also, we can berate them now, given the recent performance. So, match is not over yet. as long as we don't concede a third. And we should probably not play down the right anymore. It seems like Da Costa Lima has a horrible game. So we'll focus down the left a little bit. On the left we have somebody overlapping, in theory at least. Davies cross and Ahmad Nizam for yet another corner. Berating apparently was too much. He's pressured by the feedback, he's pressured. Okay, good to know. They think I'm too hard. Good tackle, Masrin. It didn't look like a foul. It was, apparently a foul was given though. Jeffrey. Da Costa Lima on the ball, run with it. You know how to run, right? Go! Go! That's much too slow, isn't it? And please don't lose the ball. It's a foul. That'll do. And then nothing, apparently. Good pass. Maybe Nazarunin's a bit faster. He isn't. He loses the ball. So, let me see this. We know that Nieholm, we mark him tightly already. What's with Halim? Well, marking him tightly will probably be hard. He's still too fast. And this tiny person, he has high bravery, but he might not appreciate being tackled hard. It seems like he has mediocre first touch, really bad dribbling, low strength. So we can try that. I don't expect much from it though. Well done. Well intercepted, Mazarin. Good play. Still Masrin. He discovers how to be a winger apparently, and we get a corner. Okay, it's something. Come on guys, you can do better. Masrin, that's not good. Nazamudin is as slow as it gets. Masrin with a lob towards Samri. That'll be another corner. Yep. Nazamudin takes the corner. Oh, come on, Jeffrey, why? So that's the first half. This will not do. Well, 93% passes is definitely very good. Our shooting has been awful. Well, we didn't create anything. Okay, no shots whatsoever, so we reminded them of that. And given that everybody seems to be motivated already, I will try to encourage them, despite their really bad performances. We'll just go with this. That seems to work for some of them at least. Also, nobody got hurt just yet, so That's alright. They're also... No, we are the only match being played right now, right? There is no other scores available. We also play at their stadium, so no income for us. At least, well, the away fans, probably. And, well, Mies, you can just remind me after the match. Well, I hope you can. I will have a look. If you remind me, at least. Ankun loses the ball immediately after winning it in defensive midfield. Fagurula's there. I really think Ankun has a problem here. Shall we? We did push up a little bit. Well done. No, if only the defensive heading would not be that misplaced. Summary. Can you do something useful with it? Fine. Play it towards Mazarin. Whatever. At least we retained possession. That's good. There was an opportunity for a ball to be played. That's better. Da Costa Lima. It's not a long shot. Mazarin. That's... second chance of the match. Low grade. On the other hand, Rosti scored from that possession recently, so... you know, sometimes they go in. Minute 52. Ankun is still on the pitch and he seems to get tired, so we will cope with that. Where's McManamy? Get in there. He's motivated. And now he's inspired. Let's hope that works. McManamy is now on a yellow card. Great start, McManamy. Tiny is on a yellow card now. Okay, that's a central defender. We could try to sub somebody off, like on the right wing. Da Costa Lima, for example, maybe Nizam. All of these have a good match there. I'm not sure. Zakaria. McManamy. Come on, you have the eye. That's appropriate. Even though it's not great. It's a fantastic assist. But, to be honest, the assist is rubbish in comparison to the finish. I did not expect that. Really well played by Da Costa Lima. I thought this was a bad one for sure. And he cuts inside. Puts it right at the far post. That's really good. Now we actually stand a chance here. It's... it's a small chance. But random things can happen. Maybe after a set piece or something. Or, I don't know, maybe they are really tired. They also subbed somebody, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. They brought on... whoever that is. A defender slash attacking midfielder, okay. That looks concerning. Low bravery though, but he knows how to dribble. I have no specific idea. And Nihon is still on the pitch. That's a new one. Well done. This will immediately result in a yellow card and we will take him off. 'Cause we can. Badrul Hisham comes on. I'm okay with that. Let's bring on a fresh guy too. Who else? Carrier is very focused. Is there anyone that needs to go off? Not yet. So we will wait an additional 10 minutes or something. He feels the pressure lifted. Alright. We need to change the game. You can do it, Badrul Hisham. In theory. Or Mazrin can. There's just nobody up there up front to pick up the ball. That's clearly offside. Ways offside, I might add. So we'll encourage the entire team. You still have 20 minutes. If you don't concede, that is. That's offside. Isn't it? Should have been. Apparently it wasn't. Davies cuts inside. Bakrula. That's okay. Still nervous. McManamy gets the ball out of penalty area. It's a penalty. He didn't get a second yellow card though. Well, okay. That settles the affair most likely. And given that we are way behind in goal difference anyway. So we might as well roll the dice on this. Okay, let's roll the dice. So we bring on Ahmad. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll bring on, I don't know, Christopher and Harsey. They both belong on the left wing. Rosty's motivated. For Mazrin. As well as Christopher over here. And we will stop going down the left. Just go anywhere. We will also play attacking football for the next 18 minutes. You can get this done. It's only 2 goals. Also, hopefully nobody hurts themselves in the future. Fine. Could have gone worse. But that was not a good performance so far. Well, if this is not a yellow, I don't know what is. Apparently it isn't. Badrul Hisham, Da Costa Lima. We get another corner. Can we turn this thing around and get a point? Azamuddin. That didn't find its target. Another corner taken by Azamuddin. That cannot find its target either. Ooh. Ball ends up with McManamy. Who could be in trouble? Nobody, apparently. Badrul Hisham, nice tackle. Oh, Nihon's hurt, what a problem. It's way too late, though, in the match. Yeah, they didn't sub anyone. They probably will now. And we cannot seem to create chances. Well, we do play half of the youth squad, so at least it feels that way. Zakaria, McManamy. Oh, it was shot. Well, way too late, isn't it? Rossi takes the corner, Jeffrey Zakaria! We go overload. I want this point here. Go! 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 Didn't expect the goal. Well, I was hoping for one. Also, nice goal by Zakaria. I don't think the formation matters at this point. 6 minutes of injury time. But whom would I push up? Nah, I'll stick to this, man. I'll not experiment with 3 strikers all of a sudden. In particular, given that... Oh, yeah. Goalkeeper comes up. Sure. Let's see. Rusty Jeffrey. That doesn't happen. Not today. Jeffrey on a yellow card now. Will we have one last attempt? Zakaria, McManamy. Everybody pushing forward. Can we get that 1 point today? What the hell is this? Bakrola, Zakaria, McManamy. Alright, Badrul Hisham maybe? There's a cross. Should have been Azamuddin with the header. That would have been the day. They subbed somebody. Sure, it's 1.5 minutes, but let's have a look. This is... It's a new winger. I think it barely matters. Another time with the goalkeeper. Azamuddin. Jeffrey! There was a chance. And that's the match. Isn't it? Neon is still on the pitch. Well, in theory they are instructed to close them down all the time and to press them hard, but seems like that doesn't happen. And there's not a foul. Alright, that's it. Well, we tried. So, we didn't get the point. But I think we can here, hold our heads high. And to be honest, if not for the penalty, the second half was rubbish by then. So, yeah. It's McManamy's fault, basically. We'll go with that. That is appropriate. And, well, we might still be non-relegated. Passively. So, maybe that'll happen. Zakaria had a decent match because he scored. And who did score the second one? Oh, Da Costa Lima, yeah. So, that was a decent finish. Didn't expect that. So, Selangor might make it to the cup. Whatever it's called, they still have a game in hand. We are at -13. Perak are at -14. Well. Let's just hope the match against Penang is better. Or Perak lose. First of all, though, there will be an extended gap, I think. Jeffrey will be suspended. McManamy will be suspended. Ahmad, as with Brunei's under-19 squad, wins the next match. That's in 3 weeks. Okay, so that'll take some time to process. Seen from that perspective, it's probably appropriate to put this into another episode. So I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for being around, Mies. Good luck with your XCOM playthrough, and I will probably see you at the next stream, Monday latest. Maybe I'll do another one earlier. Who knows? Oh yeah, I said I would show something. Sorry, man. Let's not forget about this. It was pass completion, I think, you were interested in. Stats, team detailed. Headers 1, yeah, that's what I'm going for. Pass completion. Where's passes? Total passes completed. Here, pass completion. 88% by Selangor. And we are third by that metric. With 86%. Don't want to overinterpret this though. So we could argue that our passing is very good and we should increase tempo. No, we play a short passing game. So most of our passes might not be that dangerous, but they might be okay. And due to the high tempo, we do create some chances. We might even be, I don't know, we might even be really good at some areas. Looking at this, average possession is 51%. That's not that bad, actually, in comparison to the rest of the league. We are expected to play possession football. We are dead last with headers 1. Wow. Wow. The ratio is okay, though. So we do not face that many headers, it seems. But the ratio is fine. Form, I don't care about. We do not score much. The defending is probably horrible, isn't it? We do concede a bunch. So this is probably what needs to go down next season. Lots of goals expected against... Well, that's not that bad, is it? Yeah, anyway. I'll wrap it up here. So, see you all next time. Or, you know, if you watch this later on YouTube, yeah. See you in the next episode, probably. There should be a playlist somewhere around here, I don't know. Bye!